haven't been anywhere. I just needed to change the set and the studio a little bit for our second show. So welcome everyone. My name is Toni Darroch and this is the How to Craft Network Studios. And this is our one-day special. So our one-day specials are every Friday, 6 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. Eastern and 10 a.m. Pacific time, I believe. Unless the hours play up a little bit, I believe that those are the hours. Now you can come along, you can give us some hearts, some likes, share the channel. We are a lovely craft company that love to just share the love of craft. Whether you purchase or you don't, I have the best community. So thank you if you did stay from my HTCN product preview. I am delighted that you are all here. I do have some fun things to go through and we're going to do a demo in this show as well. So I hope everyone is well. Have you stayed with me from our HSN show? If so, let me know that you've stayed. I will give you a dedicated shout out. And let's go through the brand new products. Now, some of them are back in stock. We have a brand new starting point for our one-day special. Some of you may have had this pre-Christmas in your New Year's Eve box. So some of you might, your Christmas Eve box. So some of you may have already been playing with it, so you don't have to spend again, which is awesome, right? But I am going to demo this one this evening as well. So we will blast through our counter. We will get to the other side and have some fun experimenting with our brand new products. Now, don't forget, if you are not a subscriber, make sure you click that subscribe button. And if you love craft, why do you love craft? What do you love about craft? How did you get into craft? Come on, let's have a chat about all of the lovely crafty stuff that we love to do and why we do craft. For our own mental health maybe, or our own because we just love to do craft, or is it because you like to teach Sunday? Is it because you do groups, or just a bit of pastime, or just a bit of time for yourself? I think gone are the days where people go out night clubbing. Well, those days never happened for me because I never went night clubbing, but those days are gone. I'd rather sit down with a brush now and paint or colour or stamp or watercolour, more so now. So all of the lines are added. I have to tell you, we are already limited on the first and the last item on the counter. And the reason that is not because it's all sold before the show, it's because they were part of our Christmas Eve boxes. So 3/4 of the stock had already gone. So if you like it and love it, make sure you check it out. And then all the rest of the items are back in stock or items that we'll work with. So we don't panic buy here at Stamps by Me. If you like it, you love it, you'll check it out. If your gut is telling you, I'm not sure what I would do with that, Toni, then it's not going to be a good purchase. Don't buy it. Maybe buy next week when I've got something else that you might love, okay? So let's have a look at the first item. Now, the first item works so well with your hanging garden collection that you all purchased just before Christmas with those lovely macrame baskets with the flowers and the embellishments and just absolutely beautiful. But let's talk about the vases that actually can go with. So this is a unique set in the sense it has 2 sets of layering stencils, okay? So you have layering stencils for the foliage and then you have layering stencils for the vases. And those vases that you see on the front of that packet, 69 of you have this in your basket already. I haven't shown you it yet. Give me a second. Then you get the coordinating plaque embellishments, the foliage embellishments and the bottle embellishment dies all to boot. So once you've done your layering stencil system, get your dies around them and build the most beautiful, beautiful cards. Now, it does a tall vase and a shorter vase. Now, if you have flowers from earlier designs and earlier ones from our collection, or if you have the flowers from the next collection, those will work seamlessly with as well. You can build your own unique buildable vases. You can put in whatever you want to, a single rose, a bunch of flower heads, just foliage, just greenery, whatever it might be. I will have a look at the comments when I get to the other side. Everyone is still here. Has everyone stayed? Well, that's really kind. Thank you so much. Hopefully you enjoy my show. So you'll get it all in the one set. It's $39.99. Now, if you are shopping in the States, it's geolocated. It will come up in dollars. So check that one out as well. We have some amazing incentives as well. If you do purchase, we have a club, we have a point system as well. So we have lovely, lovely product. So this is your first item. So this one is the lovely antique bouquets. Just beautiful. And that vase that you see on the front of that card, you are going to create because I and my team designed the most amazing stencils to make them look like the crystal glass effect, okay? I work in reverse when it comes to our stencils, and that is how we get our results. So I'm super excited to demo this one. I'm going to take this away. Now, this is so hot, so hot, whether it hangs around or not, I don't have a single sample for it. So I've got to show you it, guys. I've got to show you. Look at all those beautiful dies. Those plaques as well go incredibly well on the fronts of pots, the next collection, jars, vases, beer bottles coming up back in stock. So I can't wait to show this one. So some of you have checked out. 58 of you have this in your basket. 070425 Bravo. Now, if you are shopping on the website, all of the products are linked below. Just go to the How to Craft network and everything is live, and our website changes when we are live. So have a look at that one. I'm holding this one tight in my hand. I'm going to put it on the end so I don't forget. The next one you've already seen. So this is sort of like your hanging baskets, your watering can, the macrame baskets that hang, and we've got a beautiful complementing paper pad that goes with. Now, this one is $44.99. Some of you will have points and discounts. Some of you are part of the club, so we'll get it cheaper. But this one is 3 sheets of metal, so you're going to get this whole bunch of dies here, these ones here, and there's just some stuck on the back as well, a full sheet on the back as well. So it's 3 sets of A5 dies. So you've got your foliage, your bowls, your jars, your pots, your watering can. You have the beautiful little embellishment flowers here, which are all on plates so they don't get lost. And let me show you some samples. Now, these samples are just using the die system. It's not using the paper collection. That's coming up next. I'll show you that one as well. But if you want to do the macrame baskets in front of these papers that are coming up next, they look the dream, okay? But it's down to personal preference. Do you like paper? Do you like dies? What works for you at home? So here we are. Look at that. So these are the wavy frames that are in HSN. So if you have stayed with me, this is an alternative way to use them upside down to create something creative. Look at these with the baskets with the tassels on the bottom as well. What about getting a little bit inky? Again, these frames are what's coming to HSN on Tuesday. Don't miss out on those. So these are just using the dies. So you can build your own baskets, your own floral bouquets. Add some ink. Love that card. What about using your lattice die from Floral Fusion there? Just look at that, built in. So it looks like a nice collection of pots and watering can. They're the papers. What about this one hanging in the window, if you have our window die? As well. So item number for this one is 070425 Charlie, $44.99.33 if you have that in your basket. Well done, guys. So you get the 3 A5 die sets in that set. So the next one is complementing. It is a paper collection. Now, this is very warming because it's got those lovely coral undertones. So you have the picture of the bathroom window and the kitchen window. So let's just show you some of these. So these are one of our paper bumper packs, 75 sheets. You know the quality, so let's have a look at this one. So look at these. So you can see the magic. You can see the storytelling. You know, I love to tell a story, guys. All my cards have to tell a story. It has to have a purpose. It has to have a why. So this one is your bumper paperback 070425 Alpha 22.99. So if you already have this one, you're in good hands. But if you don't, you may want to invest in these. When I show you the samples, you'll see how incredibly well these work with the dies. Okay, so let's just show you a few more. Then we have the arty ones because we all love art. The little wicker chair. Just want to be there, right? Let's just go through some more. Oh, lovely. Look at these. So this you can see placement for your pots and your baskets, bookmarks, toppers. Beautiful. They're so pretty. The arch, add a bit of sparkle to the flowers, like it's a crisp morning. So you've got your breaker ones with no sort of like focus imagery on there as well. Got the bathtub. I've seen lots of views in these. I'm just skipping through them now, guys. Some solids. And then some lovely abstracty ones as well. So let me show you some lovely samples of these being used with the lovely. Now, these papers will look exquisite with your vases as well. It's just unfortunate that I don't have any samples as it stands. But they're coming. So here we go. So here they are, built with the papers. Look at that. That's your watering can. Shake it. So you do the sort of like basket on the corner, the papers, telling that wonderful, wonderful story. You can build those bouquets as big or as small as you want. Look at that. So if you take your pots and run them through your embossing folders, you can put texture on them too. So always here for you. That just looks like a very gorgeous garden. Window, fussy cut there. This one has the pillow and the basket all 3D'd. If I tilt that forward, oh, pull it back. You see the pillow is 3D'd. So pretty. What about using your embossing powders on the greenery to make it shiny? Because some leaves are shiny, right? Again, embossing folder on the watering can with a bit of gold wax. Just a white one. And then some of the items from the paper, all fussy cut there. So it's 3D card. Absolutely beautiful. Item number 070425 Alpha 2299. Now, the next items on the counter, guys, are back in stocks. Now, I touched on these on Monday. I did a fabulous demo for these on Monday as well. So if you want to see the demo, go back and watch my Monday Night Live. So just if you are brand new, let me just very briefly tell you about our schedule, what it looks like on a week-to-week basis. So Monday Night Live's Craft and Chat. I sit down in my chair in Studio 3. We have a lovely chat. We do a demo. We show lots of samples and things like that. Just absolutely awesome. So that's 6 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. Eastern time every Monday, or as long as I'm not in the States for HSN, which I'm not going to be this time. And then we have our Deal Hunter shows on Tuesday, which is 1 p.m. UK time. Okay, so I'll let you do the maths around the timing if you are in the States. And that is where we do offers on products that were low in stocking or high in stocking, or just what collections we can pull together at great prices. So a great introduction into Stamps by Me. And then Fridays at 6 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. Eastern time, we always do our one-day special. So you might want to make a note if you are loving the show so far. So the next item on the counter is another bumper paper pack, and this is We Can Dream. Now, this is the lovely lakes, the riverside lakes, the cabins, the beautiful skies with the big moons in there. This is back in stock. This was notify me, click the notify me. Over 100 people did so I reordered it. So this is your 75 bumper sheet. I'll show you this one. 25 designs, 75 sheets, 040124. Charlotte, maybe you're going to like this one. If you like this one, maybe swap out the Sanctuary one and do this one instead. They all work. They all work. You go with what you like as a craft. Okay, so here we go. So again, they're totally uncoated, so you can stamp onto them. They'll go through your embossing folders as well. And these will come into fruition why these are like they are. I love the ombre because my wrists are not good enough for blending. So I have the blend. I'm skipping through the designs here, guys, quite quick, but I think you're going to get the idea. So what's coming up next is 2 A5 die sets that, if you just cut them in black, look so pretty on these. So we've got a decking, we've got birds, we've got a moon, we've got a beautiful tree, and they all work seamlessly with this paper. They were all brought together as a collection, but now we've reordered them. They are all independents because we had a variation in numbers on different quantities for each. So they're available independently now. So you can grab them as independents. Just look at that. Take me there. We could paint that, guys. Some moons, some more ombres, and some clouds. Okay, and then let me show you the dies and you'll see why they're like they are. 49 of you have this in your basket. So item number 040124 Charlie, and that is your amazing We Can Dream paper collection. I'll show you some samples in a second. So the next item in the collection, they came, as you can see from the samples on the front of the packets here, they work beautifully with the papers, but I have a bit of confidence, you know, to mess around with some colour and things like that. 37 of you have this in your basket. So this is the tree with the exterior die. It has the boat, the sunset, and the lovely birds. So this has 7 pieces. It's 5 by 7, and I will just show you it on the backing card there. This is beautiful, and I'll show you some samples for it. So just cut them in black, and that's what you're going to be able to make, okay? So item number for this one, 210125 Delta. And then the next one is the decking, the birds, the moon and the clouds. This one's moonlit skies. The item number for this one, I'll show you in a second, but this is that decking that goes off into the distance, creating a beautiful storytelling on a card, or on a masterpiece, or on a 12 by 12. Item number for this one is 210125 Charlie. And you can see there, look at that decking. And that paper in the background is the paper I've just shown you. The clouds are in the set as well. And then you've got your lovely stamps that are just from your collection as well. So 9 pieces in this one. Item number 210125 Charlie. Let me show you samples. The samples that I show you are going to be parts of the paper, parts of this one and parts of that one. I mean, you can get them all if you want to, but you might have a favourite also. So let me just show how I mean with the birds. That's just cut in black onto the paper. We've got the decking. Bit of stencil work in the background there. What about some elements just cut? So you've got the birds in your paper, you've got your moon, a large moon, you've got the twigs, you've got the white clouds. So gorgeous, right? Here's a very similar one. I think I did this one, copying that one. Vellum in the background there, white. Here is your tree. So that's 3D, is the top of the tree there. Some sparkle on the water. Have a relaxing day, why not? Clouds there. I like this one. Inky circle, bit of a moon. The boat and the birds. Or if you do want to experiment with a little bit of colour, you can colour that moon up and have a sunshine instead. Item number 4, the decking, the moon and the birds, 210125 Charlie, 1899. Just use these dies in the summer sanctuary too. Well done, Carol. So the next item on the counter, I can tell you now, we do not have a lot. So this was in the more affordable Christmas Eve box, and we sold more than this than we did our more expensive box, okay? Now, this is a reflection collection stamp. Now, I will tell you, this is like hanging on by a thread. We didn't have a lot to start with, so if you like it, get it, and we'll move on. If over 100 people click the notify me button, I will order again, but it's nearly gone. 74 of you have this in your basket, okay? I don't have 74. I do not. Item number for this is 050325 Charlie. It's the Reflection Collection Buildings. It has the stamp set for the lovely fireworks in the background as well. And it has the most amazing sentiments. So you can see from that sample on the front, white ink pad on black card, white embossing powder on a card, the lovely fireworks, great for guys cards, celebration, New Year, bonfire night, wedding, anything you want to. Anything you want to. 7 pieces, item number 050325 Charlie. I'm moving on. I have a back in stock when we get to the other side. So let's go to the other side. I'll take my bits and pieces as well. But what I am going to do is I am going to demo the 2 vases with those lovely buds. I would call them buds and berries. They're sticks. They've got the lovely flowers on there as well. I'm excited to do this one because also in here we have some plaques that hopefully emboss the words as well. I'm super duper excited about that one. So that one is your sparkle every day. Let's head to the other side, and I have a back in stock. Now, I think 200 of you clicked the back in stock for this one. And this is the craft beer. How long this is going to last, I don't know, but it is what it is. I've ordered it like I promised I would. And this is your craft beer quattro. So basically, the beer bottles that you see on the front of this packet are the 3-dimensional beer bottles that you're going to be able to create. Okay, so quattro is our 4-stage system. So you get embossing, you get your embossing folder, layering stencils, stamp and the outline die to create the most awesome 3D craft beer bottles. I'm just grabbing the samples from the front here. They can be used as independent, so the stamp can be utilised on its own. You can use it with the die. You can use it with the embossing folder, or if you don't want to use it with the embossing folder, I have that one too, Iris says. So you can really go to town. Let me just grab a few more. $49 of you have this in your basket. So that's the embossing folder in the back, the foreground. Again, cheers. Cheers, big ears. Looks lovely in the purples. A toast to you. So there you go. Back in stock. There's a few things that a lot of you have probably had your eye on, so hopefully you'll be able to get those. But if not, I'll be back next week with something else, won't I? So let's do a demo. Let's have a slurp of my coffee. God, it's a bit late to be having coffee, isn't it? So I'm not going to make a full card, guys. I'm just going to use the stencils and show you the layering element of it. So in this set, brand new set today, you're going to get your vase outline dies, your sort of foliage dies, and then you're going to get the plaques as well, which you're going to have to sort of like put your shim through your machine so it embosses the words. And you've got a little note of thanks in there. You've got the little jar on the bottle there. But basically, you have your layering stencils for all of the foliage, okay? And they are numbered 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you have a whole set of layering stencils for the vases as well. There's only 3 in this one. We only needed 3. So let's get some cardstock and let's do them both together at the same time. Let me just grab a card here very quickly. So I'm going to do 2. Never too late for coffee, says Iris. That's the way it goes, big nose. I love you and your product, says Beverly. Oh, bless you. Still here for 4 minutes. Same the USA bit took too long. Okay, Lindsay, don't you worry about that. Right, so now we could replicate the bottles on here, orange and navy. We can do our own. I'm not going to do a teal. I am tempted to do the orange because that's why it's orange on there, because I love it so much. But let's do a pink. Shall we do a pink maybe? So now these will sit in lots of different things. They don't have to go in the vases and vice versa. The vases can have anything in them. You can make it into one of those like crystal whiskey bottles as well. So I'm going to do them both together. I'm just going to grab 2 cards. So let's start with number 1 from here. Let's get some organisation. So I'm just going to run these through. So you can ink through the hearts, but I just like to add them to the edge. It's just easier, but it's total preference, okay? And then let's get number 1 from this collection. These are big ones, full 5x7s. So I'm looking for number 1, so I'm going to pop number 1 on here. Now, if you're thinking, I'm not sure what order these are going to go in, Toni. Not sure at all. They're numbered, for 1. But secondly, you can see the image on the packet is a guide as well. But also on the back, there is a guide as well. All broken down for you. So I can see there I've got green, and then I've got colour, and then equals this. And then on the bottom here, we've got sort of like the base layer, and then the next layer, and the next one giving you the complete finished vase in there as well. What's them vases called? What are these called that have whiskey in these ones? Does anybody know? Mandy came back. So pity that there's nothing for EU customers. There is, sweetheart. Fendu, they're all there. Wherever you are in the world, they're there for you. We don't leave anybody out, you know, Fendu. Also sort on taxes for you as well, so you don't pay tax. I pay it. Come on, see? Right, let's do these. Right, teal. Let's do teal vase. Now, my ink pads are super juicy, so I am going to have to be a little bit restrained with them. But, so, in fact, could do both same colour spots. So let's get some of this. So I'm doing the number 1 on the vase. I'm just going to tap it off because look at that, how bright they are. So I'm just going to gently tap through. Decanters. Thank you, Amanda and Angela. So first colour down. Get the colour down. Let's do the other one in a pink. No, I'm going to do, yeah, let's do it in pink. Shannon's put, no, Fendu, it's for USA customers. No, darling, that was the last show. This is a new show. These ones are for everyone. So UK, USA, EU, wherever you are in the world, the website will recognise where you are. So this is the one-day special. If you go to the top of the show, it's got all the links there as well, and at top of Facebook and everywhere else, you'll find all of the links as well. This is a different show, so whichever show you're watching, I hope you're enjoying it. Or some of you might be watching the other show, and that's okay too. Right, I'm just going to grab the green here. So I'm just tapping this off here. Tina, that's correct. Tina's explained there. So anyone can buy from HTCN, but UK can't buy from HSN. Talking from experience there, Tina, have you tried? I bet she's tried. So I've got green here for this foliage, so let's do the one. As you can see, this is how I like to do my craft. I like to do all ones, and then maybe even before I even die cut them, I'll do them all again. And I have a whole bunch that are just good to go. So that's number one of that set. And that's number one of that set, okay? Oh, look at that already. Come on. I never get bored. So number two of this set, so we'll line it up. I just line it up at the edge of the cardstock where I started. And then number two of this one. I'll have this on top. So you can see where it's going now, right? Can you see? Make sure you change your brush, Toni. So this one's teal, was it? Yeah. So this time I'm just going to press on a little bit harder. Tina, HTCN do IOSS sales. What does that mean? I don't know what it means. Oh, we do it. So that is that one. Let's swap this one out for the pink for the second one. Make sure it's lined up. And if you line it up wrong, which you shouldn't really, it might look wrong, but as long as you follow either the hearts or the edge of your card, press on a little bit harder for this one so you can see. So that's that one. And then back to this one. So I'm on number two of this one. Now I could use the green again. I might actually do teal just to add a little bit of interest on the leaves here. So it just gives a different colour green. And your stencils, just stick them under a warm tap and the ink should just come away. So then you start to get, oh, look at that. So number two for that one and number two for that one. Look at this. And then number three. Oh, it took you to the HSN, did it? Oh, bless you. Hey, don't you worry. We're having just some crafty fun tonight, so it probably is going to get a little bit confusing. So next one, number 3 for this one, and number 3 for this one. Make sure you get the right number, follow the number system. So this is where the colour starts to come into play. So the next one, for this one, I'm going to press on a little bit harder this time. And then on this one, the blue. Push all that nice colour in there. I'll reveal in a second. And then this one's, now we're on to the flower head. So let's do pink. No, in fact, let's change it up a bit. Let's do orange. And let's do some pink ones as well. Let's change it up. And on this one, we'll do multiples of different ones. So this bit here is going to be pink. At the top, it can be orange. And we've got some flowers coming together. Look, how beautiful. And then here's our vases. Look at them. Come on. That is a piece of work. That is a piece of art. The show? Oh. Just love it. And then this one's got a further one to add just a little bit of dimension to the flowers as well. So I'm just going to pop that on. So it just adds a little bit of dimension, not too much, but just enough. So let's add some pink, because that's orange. So let's add some pink, which will make a nice red. Make this one darker. Darker. Like so. This set is beautiful, isn't it? I'm so delighted with it. This was really hard to do, this one. Very hard to do, but I think it's been successfully delivered, should we say. So let's just have a look at how the dies quickly work. So all I will do with my stencils is I'll just run them under the tap, get them all nice and clean. So let's bring in our die cutting machine and then let's cut them out, and then that'll be literally it. So you will be able to build, you could do like a nice wooden shelf with some wood, some of our papers that look like wood, and then put the jars on the shelf if you wanted to, personalise with a name if you want to. So that's cool. Right, let me just tear this because it's a card. Tear this. Add some sparkle to the vase, make it look like crystal. Could do that. So I'm not going to cut all the foliage, I'll just cut, no, mind you saying that, I better add, hadn't I? Where I'm missing a plate here, oh, there it is. Right, so let's cut this then, let's just move that out of the way. I must admit, I don't understand why you put your market in half, why you don't release items to all platforms, UK, USA and EU. That is a great question. If you don't understand, I will explain. So as a brand owner and as a one-man band, should we say, Powerhouse by Toni, Tim and Tom, and a growing brand, it's very hard to know what's going to sell and what's not. So sometimes I like to test the water to see what people love, what they don't love, what they get excited by, where am I going to invest my next bit of money. So that's one of the reasons. The second one as well is sometimes when I'm designing, the two, believe it or not, all three markets are very, very different. So some things that I bring to the UK, I wouldn't be able to sell for toffee in the States, and vice versa. Things that would take to EU are different, and the things that would take to the States are different. I'm just fortunate enough that you all pretty much buy everything that I create now. But I'm still, as you all know, with what's happened with UK TV over the last 3 years, I'm still a little bit wobbly. I'm still a little bit nervous about my ordering. And if something proves its worth, should we say, then I will invest in further designs and things like that. And also sometimes it's good to send it to the States first, because if I order a ton for the States, I might get a cheaper price point by bringing them to the UK as well. So that helps me make a little bit of money. So there's lots and lots of reasons. So I hope that explains it a little bit better. It's not just a case of buy 10,000 units and spread it over 3 areas, because I wouldn't have lasted a year if that was the case. So there we go. So there's all the dies around all of the embellishments there. So I'm just going to pop the top die on. I'm not taping mine down. Please tape yours down though, guys, so they don't move. And then let's run this one through. And as you all know, there's no investors. There's no support network in the background. Everything that's delivered to you from the moment it comes from my crazy brain, right to the moment it's made, manufactured, paid for, delivered, demoed, staff, it all comes from Toni, Tim and Tom and the team. It don't come from nobody who's got a load of money going, yeah, just order it. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't, because I can't put myself in that position. So let's get these out. Yeah, lots of things behind the scenes. So there's all my lovely sort of like foliage. Look at them. Now I've done them tall. You're probably like, Toni, they're far too tall for the vase. I've done them tall. You can cut them down for the vase. I've done them tall so you can use them on their own. So if you want to tie them together as a bouquet with twine, it's better to have more and cut away, right, than it is to have them as stubby little things that you can't do anything with. Okay, so... And then when you come to put them in your vase, you can trim them down like so. Look at that. That is just such a pretty collection. Right, let's do the vases. So you've got your dies for your vases too. Wait, we're investors. You are my investors. If it weren't for you guys, yeah, she's very right. I won't be where I am today without you all. That's the problem. I don't need investors. I'm not in this industry to sell my company. I'm not in the industry to make millions. I'm in the industry to have a nice, comfortable living. And when I go, the company will go. That is it. I'm not interested in anything else. And hopefully the journey is enjoyed by millions of people also. So let's run these vases through. Excuse me. Mo Manley. Betty, when American crafts started buying up dozens of companies and changing the quality, they destroyed the quality. They single-handedly monopolised the USA craft market and ruined it. Customers, it drove US customers running, not walking to the UK companies. Well, every cloud has a lining then, doesn't it? Because I know all my friends. I have you all here now with me, whether it will be because of that, or whether it will be because of HTCN, or whether it will be because of my channel, my YouTube channel, I'm not sure. You're all here for whatever reason, and you're all appreciated. So here we go. Look at this. That moved a little bit. But how beautiful is that? So then, now you can put a little slit. Oh, you can put a little slit. It's there already. You see, the slits are there. So then, can still trim them down if they're too long. trim off the leaves. Look at these. God, I'm good. That's why we love you. Oh, look at these guys. I don't have my embossing mat to emboss one of those plaques, or else I would emboss one of the plaques. It's in my TV bag. I have to trim that one down, but I think you get the idea. Look at that. Tim, have you seen this? Beautiful. He's working away on his laptop, bless him. So pretty. There we go. Do you like it, guys? I hope you like it as much as I think it's beautiful. And those, if you got the ones with the flowers and the baskets, the macrame baskets with the little flowers on, you could literally build it up, because a lot of you bought those before Christmas. Maybe you're buying them today for whatever reason, but you can see where it's going, can't you? And then teamed up with the beauty, if you did them in the coffees and the creams and teamed them up with the Sanctuary Garden papers, so you have options. If you're an inker, you have an option. If you're a paper crafter, you have options. And then we've got all of our other items back in stock. That craft beer is limited stock. I thought it would be. So that's why I didn't touch on it. I thought, you know what? There are videos linked to that, and there are how-to guides for that one as well. So well done if you did get that. I won't be ordering it again, so congratulations. So that is the end of my one-day special. I hope you've enjoyed the double shows, although one was for HSN, but still all the same. Those products will hopefully come down the line to our UK customers as well. So you will get them at some point. You're just going to have to be patient. Let's face it, you've all got craft rooms bigger than houses to craft with until that time happens, right? Don't be putting me under pressure, guys. So that is the end of the show. So whatever you're doing, have a fantastic evening, afternoon, stay safe, stay cosy, and you know the line by now, but always share the love of craft. And I will see you all next week, but most of all, if you are on HTCN, I'll see you on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, but I am live with you Monday night, 6 p.m. UK, 1 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to come along, we'll be demoing some of the back in stock items as well. But I'll be sat down and I'll be cozy. So whatever you're doing, have a lovely evening. If you've got any questions about anything, please do let me know. Thank you, Tony, Tim and Tom. Have a great weekend and great shows. Thank you so much. Can't find these on your site. Can you show the codes, please? Mandy, go to the top of where you've just typed that message, sweetheart, and all of the links are at the top. Click the link and it'll show you all of the products. Now, if you do get lost trying to find product, if you go to the top of our website, there is a box that says TV schedule, and then there's a box that says catch up. Click catch up, click the show, and all of the products are always linked to every single show, so you can go back and refer to what was in the show. So whatever you're doing, have a great evening, guys. Have a lovely week. Have a lovely weekend. I absolutely will, if I do. Thank you so much. See you all later, guys. Bye.